Tony D. Shit. What a need. Cornbread.
Welcome to the Sex, Travel, Sports, Food Podcast with your host, Cousin Cornbread on ANDS Radio. That's Ain't No Damn Station Radio. We're delivering this straight to your earphones, your car speakers, and sound bars on that Wi-Fi, hotspots, Ethernet, T1 lines, shared data plans, or however you get on the internet. And we about to go ahead and get this commentary in and solve life's problems. Y'all ready? Set, go. Yeah. It's Cornbread. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Travel, Sports, Food Podcast with your favorite cousin Cornbread. And with our special guest host, Miss Rue. Say what's up to the folks, Rue.
Hey.
At this point, y'all already know Rue is up on here as the guest host. You know what I'm talking about. So I don't even know, why. We got to do a new intro. I'm going to do a new intro for that.
I think that might work.
Yeah, I was thinking about throwing you on that joint, just like in there. So instead of me saying the whole joint, we just gonna remix it.
Oh, that'd
but
be
maybe
cute.
the same music.
That'd be cute or
Or we
whatever.
can get a whole new track. I don't know. We'll discuss that.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Yeah. So this is episode 29, folks. And on this episode, we gonna go through a couple things, man. We gonna talk about the little Nas X coming out as gay. You know, this is the beginning of July right now. You know, June was Pride Month for the LGBTQIA community. I think that's all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like LMNOP. It's everybody. I don't even know. I think that's it. LGBTQIA.
Okay.
All right. And they got a plus on it too.
What's all of that for?
I don't know.
Plus and negatives
It's
and
a
minuses.
plus. Yeah,
and,
it's whoever.
yeah,
it's everybody.
multiplication tables and all of that. Okay.
And so we're gonna touch on that, and in travel we're gonna touch on the DR situation that's been going on. Clearly, everybody
Dying.
Just dying.
Just dying
just
for
dying.
no reason.
Nobody
Just come up
know.
missing.
Just missing. Just gone.
So you know what, y'all? If y'all got any people out there, any exes, any baby daddies, let them know. Hey, you know what? I got a trip for you. You know what I'm saying? Hook that nigga.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hook him up. Hook him up.
And then in food, we gonna go ahead and skip over sports, because we Miss Ruth, she ain't up on the sports like that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that. Don't try to. I'm very well-rounded. Okay, I know a little bit about everything. However, I'm just not into sports at this particular time.
It's fine, and we'll touch on NBA free agency later on. I might do a little special segment on that.
We can talk about free agents, and we can talk about females out here shooting their shots. We can talk about them type of sports.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop it right there.
Oh, out here free throw. You know what I'm saying?
Lord save us.
What's the problem?
Not to shoot the shot. Though.
Hey,
That's
shooting
hilarious.
shots out here. It's a hot girl summer. Shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? You see him, holler at him. All he gonna do is say yes or no, right?
Pimp.
Hey, listen.
Rule.
No, don't.
Pimp by
Cornelius,
pimp
can you
and rule
stop
by
putting
rule.
this stereotype out about me?
And then let me just finish this. So then on food, we're gonna talk about the cucumber challenge.
Oh my God, that foolery.
And that's how some of y'all can shoot y'all shots.
No, absolutely not. Ladies, do not.
Some of y'all can shoot y'all shots with the cucumber challenge.
No, don't do that, ladies.
No.
That is not where it's at. We definitely gonna talk about that. Don't do that. Don't out here be showcasing your skills to all these men out here because they don't deserve it all. Okay.
See, Rue. See, that's why I brought Rue on, because she just, she is not here for the men. She don't.
That's not true. I love y'all men. I do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I love everything that you guys do for us women. But I'm just saying some of the foolery that y'all, entertain and like. I'm just, I got y'all ladies. I got y'all's back.
Hold it down.
I will.
Hold
all
it
the
down.
time.
That's right. And I hold it down for the fellas. You know what I'm saying? I don't let them ladies get away with none of that. None of that typical stuff that they get away with, because dudes be out here, they don't be wanting to fuck up the cooch. And see, I don't worry about that. So they don't talk back because y'all be scared. See, so fellas, listen, I know y'all scared to fuck up the cooch, right? Like I know y'all can't say what you want to say, because if you say it, she might not give you the cooch, and then you can't say it. So I say it for you because I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
That's how it go. Because
That's how it go.
What you call them? What they call them? Like pick-me's or whatever. They call them pick-me's or whatever they call them, because the people are scared to say what they feel for fear of getting ousted by the opposite sex, right? Like, so if you say something that goes against like the trend, right? So you all, so like you, oh, these dudes ain't shit, whatever, right? And I'm like, no, of course we shit. Of course we are, right?
You know what? A friend of mine, I'm gonna tell you what he said though. I thought it was the dopest shit ever.
Let's hear it.
So, I was telling him about my philosophy about men ain't shit. And
it's a whole philosophy now.
Yeah, it was, because I was telling him about the podcast, of course, and I was telling him, I was like, my boys swear up and down that I'm out here saying that, men ain't shit. I was like, maybe 90% of them ain't shit, but there's like 10% that is.
Oh no, wait, 90 is not. It's not. 90% of dudes ain't shit.
I said what I said. Cornelius, Cornbread. I said that.
That's funny. So, not 90%.
Yes. So I was telling him about the whole, men ain't shit slogan, and he was like, we should probably get some shirts made that says men ain't shit except for my man. I said that's real cute and catchy.
Right.
I said, so what females gonna wear that one? Because most of them still ain't shit though. So you got like 5% of the women that's wearing that. You know what I'm saying?
But that joint applies. Remember, in one of my previous shows, and I say this pretty consistently, but out of all the shit that women talk about how dudes ain't shit, they still want the dick though.
That's true.
And then they still want to date men, and they still want a man, right?
Yeah, I mean, because there's certain
if they
things.
into men. So like that's the thing. Like out of all the shit y'all talk, at the end of the day,
right?
Men ain't shit except for, just like you say, like one of my homegirls is famous for that. She be online all day with her mantra of men ain't shit. Specifically, black men are just terrible people or whatever.
Right.
But she married to a whole black man.
Okay.
And I'm like, but that don't even apply to your life.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe
So
some things might be going on in her life that applies too.
It's just funny for me to see that dynamic, because it's such a easy thing that people catch on to.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I can only go based off of my experiences, and I have quite a few male friends, and we have very candid conversations, and they're very open and honest with me, and some of them are in relationships, some of them are married, and some of the things that they do, I just be like, oh, okay, more evidence that niggas ain't shit. But do your thing, pimpin'. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on, but so how many? So what's the percentage of women ain't shit though? Is that
okay,
part of your equation?
Okay. Let's digress really quick then here, Cornbread. What is your definition?
Whatever definition you use.
No,
for men
you can't.
To women.
No, you can't do that, because my definition of ain't shit men ain't gonna be the same type of women that ain't shit. So what's your definition?
Why y'all get a special
I need
rule?
a definition before I can answer your question, sir.
Use the exact definition that you're using for men. It has to be similar.
It does not necessarily have to be
rules?
similar. I'm not saying that it's different rules. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying every woman has a different definition of ain't shit niggas. Okay? And the ladies, tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? My definition, because of my experiences, aren't going to be the same as Keisha's or
But this is the thing. Whatever your definition is, right? Apply that to women and tell me what the percentage of women who meet that criteria.
There's some trifling women out here.
What's
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
You said 90.
I don't know, maybe about 50%.
Oh, oh Lord, but
who gonna check me?
Nobody. Because
okay.
I don't even got the
you don't have the energy. You don't have the bandwidth.
Yeah, Black Jesus ain't send me the energy today to deal with the foolishness.
With rules foolishness. Okay, all right.
Special rules for women.
There is no.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not no special rules for women. I'm just saying. It just seems like there's more men out here that are not, committed in their relationship like they should be.
So is that the definition though? So hold on. So is being committed in a relationship, or or violating a commitment to a relationship. That's the definition of ain't
That's
shit.
one of the things.
Okay.
Honesty is something else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just be honest. And that kind of actually brings us up to one of the topics that I wanted to talk about today. And the question was, in a relationship, is honesty always the best policy? And I mean, I think it falls in line with, you know, what we're talking about now. Like, I feel like there's so many men out here that are either in relationships or even married relationships that are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing according to their vows. You know what I'm saying? And if you're standing before God and your family and friends and you're, you know, taking these vows and you're, you know, vowing to, you know, love, honor, respect and all of, you know, your woman, then why is it like 2 weeks later you calling up your side joint again? Then what was the purpose of you getting married? If that was the case, then why didn't you just stay single or, you know, just have a whole lot of side chicks? Just keep it 100. Like, that's me though. I can't say that, you know, everyone else is going to feel like me or be as accepting. Like, I'm very big on honesty. If you just kind of give me a clear picture of what it is that we're doing or what it is that's going on, I know what role I need to play, and I know, you know, what I can do and what I can't do.
You said a lot there.
I know. I always say a mouthful.
Let's see. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you know, people, I mean, that's like, we could do we could have like a whole 24-hour conversation about marriage and vows and violation of that.
I understand that.
I just think that, you know, I think sometimes, people have unrealistic, in today's society, people have unrealistic expectations when it comes to the ability of anybody to stay committed to one person in a relationship, let alone in big metropolitan cities like DC, New York, Atlanta, places like that, where it's a whole bunch of young people with money, men and women, living their best life. So like, nobody is willing to either put up with it or put up with a commitment that they might not be 100% wholeheartedly committed to. And then the other side is putting up with somebody who's not, holding up to their side of the commitment, right? So on both sides, you got somebody who might not want to be there, and they like, shit, what I'm here for. And then the other person like, oh, well, why you acting like you ain't here for it? And neither one of them are going to budge, or neither one of them see a reason to stay, right? Because there's so many other options. So
and that's fine. I'm very open to options. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I feel like sometimes men, for whatever reason, I guess you can call it settling if you want to, for a lack of term, but I feel like sometimes men and women too, so I'm not going to just limit it to men, but I feel like sometimes men and women have a tendency sometimes to just settle. They want to settle just to say that they are in a relationship, or they want to settle just because they want that companionship. And I mean, everybody wants companionship. Everybody wants to, you know, do something with somebody. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be with someone. But I'm very open to, you know, everybody just doing whatever makes them happy. I just don't like it when other people's feelings are involved and other people are getting hurt behind it. So if you know that, you know, you're not going to be committed to one person and it may be multiple people that you're interacting with, then just say that. You know what I'm saying? Just so that it's an open dialogue and it's open communication so that everybody's on the same page. True. You know, I feel like the world is a big playboard of like polygamy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Playboard of polygamy.
A playboard of polygamy. Because, I mean, honestly speaking, like, there are people in relationships, but they're sleeping with other people. And I'm just like, well, why do you not, you know, get married and just everybody sleep with whoever they want to sleep with? Obviously be safe about that. But I'm just saying,
you
like,
said get married and have
No, I said don't get married.
Okay.
And, you know, just do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do what you do.
I mean, I think that the thing is, I think that most relationships, I think most people, most of the problem is that people are going with societal norms and the conformity of what's already been set out. So you can have a relationship you can get married, right? Getting married is just one part of a relationship. Being married to somebody, in my opinion, is only one part of y'all's relationship, right? Like, y'all are married. That's one part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all like each other? Do y'all love each other?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all get along?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all alcoholics? Are y'all gambling problems? Y'all got, like, all this other stuff. Do y'all eat? Like, do y'all have the same taste in food? Do y'all have the same, like, all these other things are what really forms the relationship, not just the marriage. Anybody can go get married. You can go get married tomorrow, right?
But everybody doesn't think like you either.
And it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. So I think that part of it is that people get married because that's just one thing they got to check off their list, right? And
right.
I'm married.
Right.
But now the real question is, are you functionally going to be able to get through in a marriage? Is that what you want to do? Is that the marriage set up the way you want? Everybody's marriage don't look the same, right?
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes people, you can get married and y'all can have an open relationship and then and
But what's the point of getting married then? From
well, that's what I'm saying. The point of getting married is because you've been
just due to society.
Right.
I got you.
Everybody has been coached and socialized to say,
this is what you're supposed to do.
The only way you can be happy
this is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Okay.
The only way you can be happy is being married. And then everybody's chasing that. So everybody's like, all right, let me go get married. Whole time, motherfuckers out here on their third, fourth marriages, right?
Yeah. Because they ain't getting it right the first, the second, the third, or the fourth time.
Or is it even something to get right?
Exactly.
You know
Absolutely.
Marriage is just a financial commitment, right?
I got you.
You're going to be committed in other ways. How you going to be committed no matter what that paper say, which is why there's a divorce system, which is why all these marriages fail and whatever, because being married itself doesn't control anything.
That's very true.
In real life.
That's very true.
People want to romanticize it and say, oh no, we'll get married and like butterflies will fly out our ass or whatever. And then it's not real life.
I get it. And, for all the people that are married, I hope that you guys are happy in your marriage and, bliss. And
whoever ain't married. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can be happy and unmarried.
Hey, I'm happy and unmarried and single and living my best life. Hey. And, sometimes I don't want that headache. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to check into nobody. I don't want to have to tell nobody what I'm doing, where I'm going, what time I'm coming back. I ain't got time for all of that. I'll be back when I get back. That's it. Either you gonna accept it or you not.
I'm gonna get back when I get back.
Yeah, I'll get back when I get back.
Well, we went on a little tangent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went a little left.
It's fine. You gotta let out what's on your heart, Rue.
Yeah,
a lot of time is spent. What I realize is that most people's time in real life, especially on social media, is spent discussing relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is what me and you talked about initially, right? Like when we talked about the podcast stuff, like everybody like to talk about relationships all the time. And me and you have slightly conflicting ideas about certain things in relationships. Not everything, but certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's, that makes sense. We went on a little tangent.
Well, you still never answered the question I had. The question was, in a relationship, do you feel that honesty is the best policy? What is your opinion on that?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think under no circumstances should you lie. See,
I like that.
Because this is the thing. No matter what you lie about, eventually it's going to come out of you. Right, either it's going to come out as far as you getting exposed somehow,
right,
or it's going to come out you treating that person a certain way because you're not comfortable and covering up and trying to live a lie, so you're going to act different,
right,
and you're not the true representation of yourself. So I think that some people get it fucked up when they be like, all right, well, I can cover up, I can lie to appease this person because I care about their feelings,
right.
or I wanna do whatever the reason is for lying, because they worried about how that other person feel or how somebody else outside of their relationship might feel.
Right.
But the reason they lie because they still doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
True.
Right. So
whole time.
So I think that it's easier for you to just tell the truth.
Very true.
And then you don't even got that pressure.
That's true.
And so everybody is fully abreast of the situation.
That's right.
Now, how it goes from there is however the hell it's going to go.
Right.
But the thing that you can't do is keep trying to, because it's a whole nother full-time job, a whole nother full-time relationship keeping up a lie.
Yeah, a relationship is a whole nother job, period.
Yeah.
So to do a
And so-
lie on top of
too
that's
much.
that's an extra.
And like I know, I mean, like everybody done lied in relationships. As far as I know, people will say they didn't, but they lying when they say that. Now, you know, I mean, I ain't lied in years. Like I just, you know, when I was younger, I used to lie because I mean, that's you. You just feel like, okay, well, I can't make this person sad, or I can't say this shit because it don't sound right or whatever. But then as I got older, and as I get more comfortable with myself and even understanding myself,
Right.
I think that part of it is that people don't even know what they want.
That's true.
You don't know what makes you happy. You don't know how you gonna be able to successfully function. So you might, I'm gonna try this version of myself because this person wants this version of me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try this other way because this person wants this version of me. But none of them are what you like.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you got to be who you are,
Exactly.
and either the people are going to accept you for who you are, or they're not. And my philosophy is fuck them if they don't. Either you like me or you don't.
Fuck
if you
how they
don't, then,
feel.
then get your shit and go on about your business.
That's it.
That's it.
And then after that, you don't have the reason you don't have to lie about who you are. And that's the thing. Once you know who you are,
Yep,
you just communicate that to somebody else.
that's it.
This who I am. You fucking with me or nah?
That's right.
That's it.
You know what, Cornelia? That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
it. Like that's all you can really do, right?
That's
'Cause
it.
Why would you do something different? You
Yeah.
only everybody suffers outside of that. So if you don't tell somebody who you are and how you comfortable, you're not going to last through that relationship yourself. Probably my therapy to help me with that. But and just people telling me throughout my life how they feel about me, and I'm like, people motherfuckers be thinking that there's a corn S, right? Like it's another version of corn that if I just did this, they would like me better,
Right.
Or I would, I would function in this relationship better, right?
Right.
Nah, motherfucker, it's corn. Like that's it. Ain't no. They not releasing no new shit.
Right.
This is it, right?
This it. I got
ain't
you.
no corn S, ain't no corn plus,
Right.
ain't shit.
Right.
It's just me.
Right.
Now, you either like it or you don't. I might not fit with you, and that's fine.
Right.
You might not fit with me.
True.
Whatever. Or you might not be tolerable of the differences or the deltas in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just move on.
Yeah.
But I think everybody needs to just like, before you get to a point of hating each other and all that shit, just be open and honest and be like, look, this is what it is. And then y'all might come up to the conclusion that y'all don't work.
Yeah.
And everything is not meant to work.
That's very true.
And everything historically don't work. Everybody had about 600, 700, 800 boyfriends and girlfriends, right?
That's very true.
All of them, you was like, oh, this is the one right here.
Right.
Oh, this is the one for the
Not really.
for the 99 and
2000.
2000. And then in 2002,
Right.
it was a whole nother motherfucker.
2019.
Right, 2019,
Okay.
you done had 7 other boyfriends,
Facts.
right? And I just think people just get crazy with trying to figure out or trying to say, all right, well, if we don't die in the casket together, it ain't work. Like, it was terrible. No, it wasn't. It was just
It wasn't meant to be.
It
at that
wasn't meant to be.
Right.
Just like you could get new cars.
Right.
You loved your 87.
Right.
You loved the 87 Camry.
Right.
You liked it. But it died.
Right.
It's fine. It ain't dead. Whatever. It had 200,000 miles on it. It's going to die. And that's how all the rest of this shit is. I don't understand why people just won't accept shit. People don't accept the finality of things sometimes. Like, some things just not meant to last like that. And then
It's a season, reason, and lifetime.
Yeah.
So, you got to figure out which one, which category that person, falls into. And I think that it's not only important in, like relationships or marriages and things like this. I think this is definitely, a best practice, when dating. When you guys are on these dating websites or you're out dating and you meet someone, don't show up with your representative, because the real you is going to come out after 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, be who you are up front. You know what I'm saying? If you a little aggressive, then let them motherfuckers know that you aggressive up front.
I
Either
agree.
they gonna like it or they not.
or not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a genuinely caring, sweet person off top, and you want to spend money on, a dude or whatever, do that. But just ultimately at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Be who you are and not bring your representative or have some type of facade that you bring to the table, because that person may end up liking who I'm not saying it's not necessarily who you are, but your representative at the end of the day. It's a piece of you, but it's not really you. So just be who you are. Just be the real you. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody, I hate when people be like, oh, well, I'm gonna hold off this shit for a minute. Like, I don't, one thing I can't stand when people say, oh, I don't do, what is it? Like, I don't do wifey shit for a boyfriend or some shit like along those lines. Like, they don't do something because they don't have a certain status or title or whatever. But this is the dumb part about that whole thing, right? You doing whatever it is that you holding back, just like you just said, is going, well, it's kind of like an opposite of what you said. So you not doing those things, right? Mm-hmm. It's just hurting you. Because they might be like, yo, if that motherfucker just made this one piece of French toast one time, we be in there. But because you like, I don't make French toast for motherfuckers that ain't clean me and all that. That's why you ain't clean. Right. Right? Because you, whatever, that might be the thing. That might be the deal breaker that you holding back from them. It's going to make them do whatever it is that you want them to do. That's going to make them be like, oh, yeah, that's the joint right here. I didn't know that you did that. Oh, you draw stick figures? Oh, shit. Oh, you like to play tic-tac-toe? Me too.
But let's be honest, though, here, Cornbread. I'm going to be honest, and I'm speaking from personal experience. Mm-hmm. There have been so many times where I have given my all to a person, and it wasn't beneficial. And like you said, I understand that there may be situations where, it just didn't work or it wasn't meant to be, but I felt like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here cooking and, celebrating birthdays and, I'm genuinely giving my all. It wasn't that I was trying to win him over. I was genuinely being myself, but I ended up being the person that got hurt in the end because it wasn't meant to be.
What you think? So when you were doing this stuff, were you like actively thinking like, I'm doing this for him? Like I gotta think, like you said, you were just being you. Right. You were being you, comfortable in your relationship. Right. Now the fact that that it didn't work doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it or shouldn't be yourself going forward.
You're right.
That motherfucker or y'all's relationship just happened to fail. But it's not necessarily because of what you didn't withhold. Okay. Right? It's not because you didn't do something or whatever it is. Like, why would you don't know what part you should pull back. So what if you going in and you was doing 5 things, right? Mm-hmm. And now you like, my next one, I'm only doing 3 of these 5 things until when? Until what? Right? So you pulling that back is doing nothing but harming you, because now you overthinking, you over planning, you like over analyzing your whole life, trying to say, all right, I'm gonna like act this certain way because I don't want to get hurt no more and walling yourself off. But that ain't gonna help you do nothing. That ain't gonna help you, and it definitely ain't gonna help the person that's trying to learn you. Right. Right. So I think it's detrimental. I think that you could put maybe little caps on certain shit, but like don't be like, so instead of you being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be cooking. Say talking about cooking, right? But say for instance you cook 5 days a week. Right. Normally. Right. You might be like, I'm gonna tell this motherfucker I'm cooking 2 days a week. Right. No, you're right. You don't say I'm not cooking shit ever in life for you, motherfucker. Right. But it ain't his fault.
It's not. Whatever. It's not. And to piggyback off of that, you bring up a valid point, because I did go through a phase where I felt like I wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what I actually saw a meme today, and I was gonna talk about it on the podcast as well, is I went back to men that I've dated in the past, and I was like, well, what was it about me that you didn't like? Or what was it about me that, you know what I'm saying, why it didn't work out between us? Now, a lot of people don't want to hear that constructive criticism. I always want to be the best me. That's just me. Right. I mean, ladies, y'all should too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a job. You know what I'm saying? Right. When y'all get these evaluations and stuff at your job, they're gonna tell you what you good at and what you bad at. And I think sometimes people in general have a problem with self-reflection and what it is that they may or may not need to work on. But when I went back and I asked these men, what was it? They're like, you're dope, you're cool, like your personality, but sometimes my personality is too much for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So needless to say, at the end of the day, my conclusion that I came up with is it's you, it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm more than what you're able to handle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know your worth. You know what I'm saying? You always screaming, know your worth, king.
That's right.
Know your worth, queens. Because,
y'all
like
go
I
get
said,
them t-shirts too. Know your worth, queen shirts on cornbreadscloset.com.
I want you ladies to always know, because this is something, like I said, that I went through, that, you know, when these relationships don't work out, or, you know, you're dating, you know, men, and after time and time again, it's failing and it's not working. Don't always think that it's you that's the problem. It may be that the men that you're attempting to date or that you're interested in, you're too much of a woman for them.
Hell no, hold on,
yes,
hold on,
you're
slow down.
overqualified. That's what you are,
hold on,
ladies.
hold on,
Here
hold
we go. See, Cornelius was riding until now. Here we
the
go.
thing, I don't like that. It's too much of a woman thing. Now, I think that
Here we go.
Cause see that assumes that there's some kind of standard of a woman that everybody needs to meet, or that the men.
Where you get that from?
Because like, what qualifies you as too much of a woman?
When I say that, I'm talking about there's certain men that lack certain things. There are some men that are weak. I'm going to say that. I said it.
Weak in what way?
It could be in a plethora of different ways. I can't. Everybody is different.
Like what they can't take. So when you say that, what you talking about? Like they.
I mean, maybe they don't like aggressive women. For instance.
But dude, hold on.
Let me explain.
Let me slow down. So but you don't think that you're aggressive, right? Because we discussed this before. You know, you come off a certain way, right? But you don't feel that you're necessarily quote unquote aggressive, right?
I mean, I have an air about me that can people perceive it as me being aggressive. And yeah, sometimes it makes me angry and sometimes it makes me mad because this is just the way this is just me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you're high energy. You're not necessarily aggressive.
Yeah, but everybody always not ready for my energy either. You know what I'm saying? And like some people think that because I'm coming in on a 10, that this is like a facade. It's like, oh, shorty can't really be at a 10 all the time. And then when they see me, they like, oh, she is at a 10 like all the time. And it's too much. That's what when I say too much, that's what I'm saying. It's too much. That everybody can't handle that.
But see, the thing is, that's not too the phrasing.
Okay, all right. I digress on my phrasing.
That's something like, it's just y'all's personalities don't matter. There could be somebody else that you come across that be like, all right, I'm on 10 too, or I'm on 2, and then I'm gonna cancel your 10 out, and we gonna be at a 5.
Ain't nobody canceling my 10 out.
We gonna be at a 6.
He better meet me where I am. Okay, I need that high energy. I need that in my life.
Yeah, but I think that some people, it just, everybody don't fit. You might even get along with people, but everybody ain't meant to date. Everybody not meant to be in long-term relationships with each other. So, you know, you might come across somebody who be like, yo, Ruby doing too fucking much. Like, she always calling, she always aggressive.
Yeah.
She always loud. She always whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And that just motherfucker just don't, that's not his thing, right? But that don't mean that he not man enough for you or whatever it is. Just that's not y'all don't fit.
Okay, so we don't mesh well together. Okay, Cornelius, you got it. You got it.
But that don't even mean that he don't like you, or that don't mean that you don't like him. And you might be like, this motherfucker boring as fuck.
Right.
Right? But that don't mean that you not woman enough for him, because he might be like, man, you know, some people take high energy and aggressiveness as immature sometimes, because they'll be like, oh, man, she always turned up, man. That shit, man, she got to say that shit for them young. I don't got time to. I'm too old for this shit.
Oh well, keep your old ass over there then. All I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, like, depending on how you look at it, everybody can feel like, all right, well, wherever they come in at is the norm, right? That's the barometer. So, like me, I'm very laid back, so I could be like, shh. If somebody come in this motherfucker like over a 5, y'all, you gotta go, right? But I'm not like that. I'd be like, I can pretty much flow with whoever, but everybody ain't like me. People have the things that they like are deal breakers for them, or they stuck in certain ways, and they judge people, right? I hate judgy people.
I don't like judgy people either.
You know, we both be on social media. Be on social media all day. Everybody talking about what a man do and what a woman does and what it is. Then you be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, don't none of y'all control the definition of what a real man or a real woman is. You don't.
True.
Because there's no way to qualify that. You know what I'm saying? Some people will say, oh, a man is only a man if he take care of the bills and he pay for this and he do this and right. And so you might be with somebody who pay all the bills and do all this shit, but he just a fuck ass dude. Otherwise, like he might pay, but he can't do nothing else. He don't take out the trash. He can't do no push-ups. He can't do shit but pay.
Your ass say he can't do no push-ups.
Yeah. And so you be like, all right, so what's the full definition in the real life? It ain't one. Or somebody be like, oh, a real woman always got a hot meal waiting when a man get home. All right, well, she cook, but she don't do shit else. Right. She don't got no earning potential. She can't read. Edge is fucked up. Whatever. It could be all kinds of other shit that goes along with what makes that a complete individual, makes them somebody that you want to form a partnership with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Shawty, I'm not bonding with you. You don't offer me shit, right?
True.
You might be fine. You might cook. You might be the motherfucking Betty Crocker out there something.
Hey.
But you don't got nothing else.
Right.
Your feet stink or something. I don't know.
Just make sure that you find somebody that when you're dating, make sure that you're finding somebody that enhances what you already bring to the table, because I know that, you know, you guys that are listening, I know that you guys are amazing people and I know that you guys bring a lot to the table. So just make sure that, you know, in this whole, you know, dating world, that, you know, you bring what you bring to the table, and just make sure that you find somebody that can enhance and complement what it is that you already, you know, bring to the table. Know your worth.
Know your worth. Know your worth, kings and queens.
That's right.
Like I said, y'all get them t-shirts on cornbreadcloset.com.
This
I got to know your. I just put the word. I got know your worth queen.
Okay.
And I have worthy queen.
Oh.
That's two different designs, two different crowns. Y'all go check that out. I got the mugs, backpacks, t-shirts.
This.
I'm gonna have some leggings coming out soon, and some bodysuits.
Oh Lord.
No, for real. I'm getting them sex, travel, sports, food, bodysuits the whole time. I just got to find a good vendor because they were trying to hit me in the head.
For some bodysuits?
For the bodysuit, yeah.
For the fall? Winter?
No, right now.
But like
the sleeveless joints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for all my little candy corns out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right.
Nah, but look, so yeah.
He a Jamaican on the line.
Well,
like he got so many jobs and so many side
I got
hustles.
you. Yeah, I got
he
you.
He do a lot. Realtor whole time. I know.
Yeah,
I have really been listening to people say that, and I've been wanting to punch them in their face every time they say realtor, because I was like, that's not.
Drive you crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now that you know.
Yeah, I knew it anyway, but you just brought it.
Yeah,
you just brought it to my attention even more.
I did not tolerate that. And if any of y'all's first time listening, I'm a realtor. When I'm not on here cooning with Miss Rue, you know, I make some of my money as a real estate agent. In D.C., Maryland, Virginia. So people out here talking about realtor.
It's just realtor and salmon, please.
Ain't no
ladies.
Salmon. Don't pronounce that L.
I hate it.
Y'all go listen to that episode too. I got an episode called The L in Salmon.
Yeah, it talks about romaine lettuce
and Romanian lettuce. Y'all go look at that episode. I don't know. That was like 3 episodes ago, man. But yeah, so Rue done gave y'all the tips for. Oh, what you just getting the tips for?
I mean,
not believing that it's your fault, lady.
No, it's not. It's not even that. I just think that it's just valuable just to just know your worth and just know what you bring to the table, and just don't always think that it's you that's lacking.
I agree.
It may be the men that are not necessarily prepared for a woman of your caliber.
I agree. Same thing, fellas. Hey, know your worth, King. Don't let these chicks, just because they cute, got a fat butt, whatever it is, don't let them try to run you.
Don't forget the 6 figures now, because we out here making 6 figures too.
Oh, they got 6 figures.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
Whole houses.
They got to be a good person. Okay. Don't take no L's unnecessarily. You know, I used to I had an ex-girlfriend used to run her whole resume down to me when she got mad. And she, you know, she was legit on paper.
Yeah.
But in practice.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, you cute. You're very pretty. You make a lot of money. You have a very fancy house. But you're irritating as fuck. I'm not going to stay here. Get the fuck out of my face. Because you're terrible. You're terrible.
Oh my God.
Your energy is all the way off.
Oh my God. That energy is everything, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, when y'all tune into this energy that y'all got, it's a whole nother animal. I'm trying to tell you, that energy is everything. Anytime you feel like anybody's energy is off, I mean, just go on about your business. If you're having a conversation and that shit go left, just...
Yeah, don't listen. What I started doing recently, actually, like, I don't even give people no kind of, like, I don't care who it is, whatever relationship, just people you meet in general, especially anybody you dating. If you gotta force it, don't do it.
Them forced interactions are not where it's at.
Shawty, we not betting on futures like the stock market out here. We doing what we got right now. And right now your energy fucked up. And I'm telling you, you gotta do the 3 strikes rule. Even if you want to give them a little bit of leeway and say, all right, maybe this is right, this might be a little, maybe there's a one-time off feeling or whatever. I'm telling you, if you done got 3 interactions with these motherfuckers,
and the energy's
and 2
off,
out of 3 of them is off,
yeah,
or
go, let that go.
For what?
Yeah, let it go.
It's billions of people in the world, billions
that will match your energy.
That motherfucker right there can go.
Yeah,
be gone.
Yeah,
you hear me? And shout out to my homies over there at This Date Is Over. They actually have a T-shirt that I be wearing a lot of time that says, "It's not me, it's you."
I know that's right.
I like that. I bought that T-shirt like years ago, and that's a true story. And that's my mantra in life. We said this together on, I think, on the first episode you came on, that we're both great. So if they don't like us, it's them.
Yeah, I had a date where I had to tell a dude that. Yeah, I definitely said it's definitely you, and it's not me. And I left him at the bar. Yeah, and
that joint was funny. So if y'all wanna, maybe I'll play that at the end of this. I don't know. At some point, I'm going to let y'all hear the audio from when Rue called me up randomly at night. We're like, we got to have a show right motherfucking now.
I was like, I need a mic.
Cause this fuck boy just came to the bar. He was going in. That audio is hilarious. I ran to the mic to record that shit. I'm gonna play that for y'all at some point.
Oh, man.
Or maybe I'll put a link on it somewhere, wherever I post this. That joint is funny as hell.
It was horrible. Anyway, we are like 40 something minutes into this segment. We was just flowing and freestyling.
We had a whole
list.
Look, I got a whole little list of stuff on my little notepad over here.
Well, let's change gears though.
No.
You don't want to change gears?
It ain't even enough time. But this is the thing.
Well, no,
this is what we're gonna talk about. Yeah. I know we're gonna do. We're talking about knowing your worth. Right, with the queens and the kings. So apparently, recently, the way the ladies have been showing their worth.
Oh my God!
On the internet.
Oh my God!
On Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, wherever your local social media network has been via the cucumber challenge. So I didn't even know that the cucumber challenge was a thing. And Rue put me on to it and was that, did you see the cucumber challenge? Like, I don't even know what the hell the cucumber challenge is. So now I done found out what it is.
It's some bullshit.
And it's basically women. And actually today I saw men.
Oh, okay.
Performing oral sex activities
on vegetables and fruits. Yeah.
But is it always a cucumber?
I don't know.
Or have you seen other fruits? Vegetables. Whatever.
I mean, I've pretty much only seen cucumbers, but I think that they're doing a little too much now. I ain't gonna lie.
And bananas. They used to do bananas.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I saw the first joint, and I'm sure that y'all have seen the girl with the long tongue with the tongue ring, Shawty was getting it in. I ain't even gonna lie. I had to watch it a couple times. I'm like, okay, I see you, Shawty. But to make this a whole challenge, I feel like it's a bit much. Like, okay, y'all like to suck dick, or you can suck dick. Like, can't y'all save something for later?
Nah.
Yeah, they don't need to be showcasing that. Nah, so you're telling me that it's okay for women to be out here just showcasing how they suck dick? That's what you're telling me?
Listen, that's the world we live in now.
I understand that, but I mean, can't we have some stuff that's private, that's just between? Okay.
You could.
Oh, okay.
You could.
Yeah, but why?
Maybe you quote unquote should.
It's just for attention.
But of course it is. But the thing is, that's social media ain't nothing but people being attention whores, basically. Right?
I understand that.
You got everybody out here, everything. I posted a meme the other day that said, it's called a selfie because a narcissist is too hard to spell, right? Because everybody's a narcissist now. Like everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna take a selfie because apparently I'm the flyest motherfucker ever.
Hey, listen.
And all of y'all motherfuckers.
Yep.
On Snap.
Yay.
And on the gram.
Listen.
Y'all need to see me because I'm looking like a whole snack.
Yep, whole snack, meal, entree, appetizer,
when you
all
called
of that.
me on your rant after that date, you were like, I'm out here looking like a motherfucking snack.
I was snatched that night, okay? I don't know what his problem was, but no, but
I don't think that it's ever, so we increasingly are getting to the point where there's nothing. I mean, like right now, the other part of that, the other challenge I've been seeing is like where you post a selfie naked.
What?
Or with your top out, with the women posting the
I ain't seen that one.
But instead, but you posted with your bra, well, no shirt on, no bra, no nothing. But you just blur out the nipple so it can pass Instagram and Facebook community standards.
Okay. So, I mean, basically,
that's the new shit.
Yeah. No, the new shit is just that you can get porn anywhere. You ain't got to go to XXX videos. You ain't got to go to Pornhub no more. You just log on to Instagram. You'll see ass,
Twitter.
Titties all day.
Twitter got the best porn in real life.
I don't
you can
understand.
Just scroll and it's already playing. It's autoplay.
I just cannot believe that this is the society that we live in. Like, I think it's unrealistic because these IG models and these Facebook models, like, their bodies ain't real anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why don't y'all get a nice, fluffy, regular girl? You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of filters, a lot of editing,
yeah,
a lot of surgeries.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we need the real women to stand up.
But the real jumps be on there sucking dick too.
Okay, that's fine.
I sent my boys a picture today. I forwarded some picture of some chick in the at a pool or whatever, and she was like big body bands. That was the caption on her picture, and she was a thick joint, and she was cute. I thought she was cute anyway. And
you think everybody cute, Cornelius?
What? How come people always say that?
You do. Every time that I talk to you and you talking about some female, you be like, "Oh, she cute, she cute." And I'm like, do you even have any standards of what cute is? I said it.
But hold on. But how come I can't just be talking about a cute chick? Maybe I don't talk about the jumps that ain't cute.
Everybody ain't cute though.
But maybe I don't talk about the ones that ain't cute.
I want y'all ladies to go back, and men, go back and listen to all of Cornelius's or Cornbread's previous podcast and listen to any females that he's referenced and he says that they're cute. So therefore, I think that he thinks that everybody's cute. I don't know if he doesn't want to hurt people's feelings or what, but everybody ain't cute.
Well, it's twofold. So I really probably would never. I don't necessarily need to highlight some joints that ain't necessarily cute. But I probably throw in if they are cute. I probably highlight that. But I don't really talk down on people either. So
so everybody cute, like
no,
I said.
No.
That's
if I don't think they cute, I don't say nothing. So if they not cute for Cornelius, I don't say nothing.
Okay. Because
they might be cute to somebody else, right? Okay. My standard ain't everybody's standard, so I don't never judge. I don't every like, look, hey, you think that that's the vibe? Then live your best life. Well, I think there's some universally attractive people.
Let's get back to the big body bends shit. That's cute. I'm listening.
That's so funny. That's hilarious that people. That's probably like the third or fourth time I've heard.
So if everybody's saying it, then there must be some validity in it.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm just saying.
But why would I not highlight that they cute?
But it sounds like everybody's cute though. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
It's just whoever I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right? No.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, well, shit, everybody cute then. Shit. I don't know. I don't believe that.
Now,
but whatever.
You do know that there's, and we can kind of hone in on this a little bit because I've asked men this question, and ladies, I'm sure you guys probably have too, because if I have, y'all have too. So there's a difference between beautiful, gorgeous, cute, and sexy. There's different adjectives, and for men, they're different like levels to that. So like,
you mean if men say that?
yes, if men say that, there's a different definition. So my question to them, or depending on who it is that I'm talking to, I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? I don't like the term cute. That reminds me of cute little dog. I ain't nobody's dog. I ain't nobody's pet.
Lord,
you know what I'm saying? Now, beautiful, I like. Gorgeous, I love gorgeous.
Dog. Shut up.
Ooh.
Y'all be having so much. If somebody called you cute, it's clearly a positive thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to be cute.
Why are you rejecting that? Like,
I'm
why
not
would you
saying
have a
I'm rejecting it.
problem with
I'm
that?
not saying
Ain't nobody dog. That's so dramatic.
Well, I'm a little extra. I mean, what?
Ain't nobody dog.
But I'm just saying, I don't like the term cute. It reminds me of like a baby. Like, ain't nobody's baby out here. I'm a whole grown ass woman.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So if y'all, but it's different if y'all say it to each other, because I see a whole bunch. Because women always go to each other like, "Oh, you
cute? Yeah, that's different.
Yes, bitch. Yeah, look at you with your little polka dots. Yeah, you cute. A little stripe. Oh, you got your little camouflage, bitch. You cute. That's cool.
That's fine.
You ain't a dog.
That's
you ain't
fine.
a dog on that one.
That's fine, because that's that girl on girl interaction.
Okay.
We out here empowering and
giving,
uplifting women. I like that. Hey
I
girl,
ain't
you
giving
cute,
no- I
you
ain't
cute or
giving
whatever.
nobody.
That's what I say. You cute or whatever.
I ain't giving nobody no more compliments.
Okay, well don't then. That's you.
All y'all motherfuckers ugly from now on.
Yeah, absolutely not. Don't listen to Cornelius's ass. All of y'all are beautiful.
Y'all ugly.
Okay.
You ugly.
You
ain't
show
got no-
he's ugly.
Hey, what's that chick that used to do?
ULY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Yeah, you ugly.
All y'all. So anybody I ever called cute before, in real life, you ugly.
Don't listen to Cornelius. he really owes some other stuff today.
Nah, that Joan crazy. I mean, you know.
It is what it is.
I don't think that, you know, but whatever. We ain't gonna go.
Anyway, back to this little whack ass.
So did you participate in the cucumber challenge?
Absolutely not. The
All right,
fuck?
so hold on. So in comparison to what you done seen, have they even been worth posting? Have they been good?
Actually, well, one girl I saw, she was doing way too much. It was like the ratchet version of it, and she had 2 dicks instead of 1.
Oh.
Yeah, she was doing way too much, and I was like, see, this shit is getting out of hand. Now, like I said, the first joint that I saw, she was all right. She definitely set the standards real high. However, I don't think that it needed to be turned into a challenge, and actually, I think I saw more men posting saying that it was unnecessary. That's why I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, because they're like,
the dudes was like, damn, we don't even want to see that.
yeah, like, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I understand how society is today. I understand the sex is everywhere, but I feel like there should still be some things that are, you know, saved. You know, don't give them everything. I feel like if you give a nigga, like I said, everything up front.
I'm going to put a disclaimer on now.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that out.
Okay, that's
Let me know. What
okay.
time we
You
at?
go ahead.
52,
5, yeah.
52
mhm.
something. Okay.
But I mean, I feel like never mind. Forget it.
No, let it out, Rue. Let it out.
No, I'm gonna let my soul glow. That's okay. No, I don't understand. No, I mean, I just feel like there are some things that should be saved. You know, for, you know, someone that you know, really vibing with, somebody that you know what I'm saying, really, you know, got that energy with and stuff. And
Right.
you know, I just don't feel like you should be out here broadcasting what you can do with your mouth. I mean, I'm glad what that mouth do. That's cute or whatever.
They
but,
answering the question up front.
hey, listen, they showing. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? But
They
also,
be like, Google me, bitch.
but also those types of women, you know what I'm saying? When niggas be sliding into their DM talking about what that mouth do, and then they want to get an attitude and stuff, and I'm like, well, what you out here doing? What you showcasing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
Wow, yeah. Well, I can't really co-sign that, because then I'm probably going to get some.
You what?
I get some hate if I co-sign that.
Oh, so
But
you can't.
You can say it. I can't say it.
Yeah,
Because then I'll be a toxic masculinity person.
oh.
If I said that the reason that they get the DMs is because they out here sucking dick on TV. If I said that, I can't say it, because you know, it's a double standard.
So it's okay if I
But
say
you
it.
got it. I'm glad you said it, because that makes perfect sense.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, but I know our listeners don't do stuff like that, so it doesn't even matter.
That's right.
Our listeners don't
They
do like
are.
that. We have classy, eloquent.
Classy, eloquent women and
And
men.
men, yes, out here, getting this money, taking trips, catching flights and not feelings. I got you.
Flights. And what's your mantra? Eat your fruit, drink your water,
and mind your business.
Mind your business.
And speaking of flights, like I said, make sure that if y'all, got some exes or some boyfriends y'all not really fond of, send their asses out to the DR or whatever. Let them know you got a whole all-inclusive trip for that ass.
Man.
Okay? All inclusive.
Everybody been dying.
Yeah.
In the DR.
I think it's been like 8 or 9 couples now.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And they had the I don't know, like the prime minister or something like that on TV the other day defending his country. He was like, "Oh no, we got great relations with the U.S."
Really?
And we was like, "That." I was looking at it like that don't got nothing to do with it.
Facts.
Like motherfuckers still dying.
Right.
Like but I also agree with the point he made, which is like millions of people go there. So like, say for instance, it's 10 motherfucking couples that died.
Right.
So out of 5 million people that travel there,
10 died.
10 died. Like, okay.
But I think it's really funny when people, when things happen in other countries and people are like, "Oh my God, I'm not going to the DR. Oh my God, I'm not going to Mexico."
Oh, yeah.
I mean, y'all can step outside y'all front door and the same shit happen. Like here in the U.S., okay?
Right here down in there, D.C.
Right, in Southeast, Northeast, all of that.
They said something crazy like last weekend or the weekend before last, 23 people got killed in D.C.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
In D.C. where it's like ultra gentrification and you can't get a condo for less than $500,000.
That's ridiculous.
But 23 people got killed.
Right. So, I mean,
shot and killed like dead. That's not even the one that survived.
Yeah, so don't let these precautions or these warnings, hinder you guys from out here living y'all's best life. If y'all got trips and stuff booked to the DR or wherever y'all go, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Take a squad with you. Take your protection with you. Whatever it is you got. Mm-hmm. And
squad up, gang, gang.
Did he say gang, gang? Oh my God. So yes, so just make sure that you're just cognizant of your surroundings and pay attention, stay woke. You know what I'm saying out there. Don't be wandering nowhere by yourself or whatever. But definitely go ahead and live your best life. It's 2019.
Don't drink from the minibar. Supposedly.
Oh yeah, don't drink. Yeah, I did. I saw a video.
I heard people taking their own liquor now.
Yes, there are people taking their own liquor, but I did see a video where I guess it was liquor from that was given by the hotel, and a lady had poured it into this cup and it had turned into like this like hard substance of some sort. Yeah, like she poured it straight from the bottle into a glass with ice and she was stirring it around and it turned into like this hard substance. And basically I think it was, acetone? It's
what, like the nail polish?
Yes, it was mixed in with something else, but it was white. So what she was saying is that obviously it hardens. So she was like, if these people happen to be drinking or got a bad batch of alcohol, then potentially when they drunk it, when it got into their stomach, it hardened, and maybe that's potentially how they died. But like I said, don't let that hinder y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That. Y'all take these flights. Y'all go to the DR.
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna go to the DR, you better not go to Chicago. You better not go to New York. You
don't
better
go to
not
Michigan.
Come to DC. Don't come to Detroit. Yeah. Don't go nowhere. Don't go to LA. They kill about 10 people a day in LA.
Oh,
easy.
Man.
That's before 9:30.
Oh man.
All right, well, we about to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for coming back, listening. Make sure y'all go on cousincornbread.com for the landing page for everything, or you can go on My Dope Podcast.
He changed it.
Yeah, we want to make that a little neutral since we got Rue up in here. So I don't want to make it all cornbread focus.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your hospitality.
Yeah.
I do.
So y'all go check that out, man. And that's going to be it. Y'all make sure y'all know y'all worth kings and queens.
And make sure that if y'all not following me, that y'all follow me at Heavily, HEAVILY, Melanated 725.
Mm-hmm.
I have opened up my page, and I do close it from time to time, so y'all better get in when y'all can get in.
I heard somebody try to go check it, and they said it was closed.
Yeah.
So you got to be consistent, shawty.
I do be consistent with opening it and closing it. Yeah, so.
Anyway, y'all know where I'm at. At Cousin Cornbread on every social media platform. Always one word. And we will see y'all next time, man. All right?
And ladies, don't forget to eat your fruit, drink your water, and mind your business. All summer of 2019 is a hot girl summer.
Log out.